Okay, can everybody hear me? Please say so in the chat if everything is good before I rattle off all of our amazing updates. Yes, okay, perfect. Okay, how many of you guys were at Mastermind? If you were at Mastermind, just say you were in the chat, just so I can see how many people were there. And if you weren't, also let us know if you weren't or couldn't make it, because this calls for you. All right, we're going to do just a quick recap on kind of everything that happened this weekend. If you missed it, then I'm going to fill you guys all in on it's so hard to capture everything that we all experienced, right? I mean, there's really nothing like being there. So let's start from the top. Okay, first of all, we opened this event with a bang. I mean, literally, we didn't waste any time. In fact, we had people flying in. They're like, I'm going to get there like Saturday. They're not going to do anything on Friday. It's just a warm up. No, we just crushed everything on Friday. So if you were not there on Friday and you showed up later, you missed like everything. So let me just fill you guys in on what kind of happened. So we launched a new gummy flavor. So that's exciting. If you saw that floating around social media, we've got wild cherry, and we've also got an assorted flavors bag where you can get all the flavors, which is exciting. So new gummy flavors launched. And the next one that we launched is really, I don't think anybody was expecting this, except for just a few people that were kind of involved in it. Chris Robinson, namely, he kind of knew, right? But we launched FFX. What is that? That's Fuel Factor X. And that is a fuel treatment. It's an all-in-one fuel treatment. I asked Josh, and he's like, it's such a unique product. Like, there's nothing out there like that. And I was like, you could go to the gas station and get fuel treatment. I was like, are you sure it's really unique? And he's like, yeah. He's like, actually, we did a video. He said 7 years ago, whatever it was, 10 years ago. And we did a video with, somebody going into a gas station and filling up their shopping cart. And their shopping cart was full of all the products that you can buy that would somewhat compete with this one that's like this big, like super tiny. So you could buy a fuel treatment separately. You could buy all the things that make it an all-in-one separately, but nothing exists where it's all-in-one. And what I was like blown away about is just the fact that it's really good for your engine. And if you guys are driving Ferraris, okay, it's even good for that engine as well. Josh is actually on his way to the office right now, driving his tank, okay, which is like a weird thing that even has a tank, but I digress. And we're going to film him putting the product into his tank at the gas station, and we're going to include that into our presentation. So he's finishing up the filming on that, but I'll touch base on that in just a moment. So it's just an incredible product. And right now, everybody's talking about gas. Like, I even asked you guys at our meet and greet, what's everybody talking about right now? Some people said the war, some people said this or that or whatever. As you guys know, wars don't just end in 60 days. Like, they just drag on and on and on. And everything around us kind of inflates and goes crazy through the roof. And it impacts people, regular families like you and I, right? So, I mean, gas station or gas prices are astronomical. And this is something that is going to help the average family. And that's what we're so excited about. It's such an easy thing to talk about. Like, you don't have to say, hey, you want to lose weight. That's great. But not everybody wants to go on a personal growth journey right out the gates, So this is an easy way to bring people in, easy conversation to have. Hey, would you like to save money on gas? Chris did a demonstration. He pulled somebody out of the crowd. And he said, anybody got a $5 bill? So somebody went up there with a $5 bill. He went up there, he gave Chris $5. He said, great. Now, every time you spend $5 with me, on this product, you're going to get 20 bucks back. And so he gave the guy a $20 bill, and he went and sat down. And he said, that's how this product works. So every time you're spending money on the product, you're actually getting money back, because it's extending your time between going to the gas station. So I thought that was really huge. I am not the product subject matter expert on this. Chris definitely is, and Josh is for sure. So what we're going to do is we're working to put a Zoom call together to kind of educate everybody, top to bottom, everything you need to know about the product. Because I know I posted just one little slide on my Facebook page, and I got all the Karens came out of the woodwork, right? And they're saying, like, is this going to void my warranty? What about this? Where's the science? Blah, blah, blah. Everybody's millions of questions are coming out. So Josh is putting together a FAQ that's going to go on the 2.0 website. So everybody can just get all their questions answered there, but also we're going to do a Zoom call with our leaders before we launch the actual product so that you guys know exactly how to answer everybody and you know how to address all the naysayers or the doubters or the haters or whatever you got going on Facebook. So you'll be able to answer them right away. So that's exciting. So stay tuned for that. That should be sometime this week. I will post the Zoom link. We'll get it out to you guys so that you can all be included on that. Next up, so real quick before I move on, pre-orders. So we're going to be doing pre-orders mid-April, actually probably the first week of April. So which leads me to my next announcement, 2.0. So the whole Friday was a 2.0 kind of download, like walkthrough, what's happening with the company, what's changing with the back office, what's changing with the customer experience, all that good stuff. So if you were not there, there's no way I can tell you what we all witnessed this weekend, but I will tell you this. We do have a webinar April 8th at 10 a.m. And this is going to be kind of funny because we're going to have our whole system launched, but on that webinar, we're going to do kind of another walkthrough. So you guys can be included if you weren't there so that you know exactly what's what, where's everything that you're looking for and all that. Now I'll say this, it's very easy to use. It's very self-explanatory. It doesn't really need a lot of training. The only thing that really needs some training is the new programs that we launched, which are for our member perks. 3 things that we're changing a little bit. We're getting away from auto ships. Okay, so yay, no auto ship. Okay, but now it's subscribe to save. So now we've never done this before. Before it was like member pricing and then retail, right? There's no more retail. So now it's just member pricing and subscribe to save. So the cool thing about it is you get to see the savings right off the bat. So as you're checking out, you're going to see how much money you're saving right away. And the more products you add to your cart, the more you're saving. The more products you're adding to your subscription, the more you're saving. So that's something that's coming down the pipes. Next, we got the customer referral program is changing. So right now I can't even explain it to you. That's how hard it is. Like it's literally refer 3 and then you go into some magical portal that somehow you can redeem it. And then if you're really lucky, you'll be able to figure out how to upgrade as an affiliate. I have no idea. I think I've only seen that screen once my whole time being in MDC. So super confusing. Well, we've simplified that a lot. Thankfully, hallelujah. Now it's very simple. So every time your customer refers somebody else to the business that spends $25 or more, they're going to get a $10 gift card. So that's awesome because now we have gift cards. So we have a gift balance and you'll be able to redeem that. So there's actually BV on these gift cards. So if you sell a $200 gift card and they cash out on it, you're getting BV. That's exciting. So that's something that's changed as well. So the cool thing also about the gift cards is you can send them to people on your team or you can send them to strangers or prospects as well. And what's even cooler about that is if they do something you don't like or they take too long to cash in, you have a cancel button. So you can revoke the gift card also, which I think is really cool. Hey, I want to give you 7 days to spend this. I need the 200 BV that I put on this deal. I want to give you 7 days to cash in on this. And if you don't cash in within 7 days, I'm going to cancel it. So that's really cool. Kind of gives you guys control. You got driver's seat privileges also. Now, if you want it to last for a year, you can let it sit there for a year, but I'm going to use the fear of loss. I think that tends to work. I'm going to give you a 20-day gift card so that you can upgrade and become an affiliate. I'm going to put $20 towards you joining My Daily Choice. And I'm going to give you 7 days to upgrade. Boom. You can use your gift cards like that. There's a million ways you can use it. Super cool. So that's one thing we launched. The next thing is loyalty rewards. Again, this is a program that nobody understands except maybe 3 of you. And you have to stay on auto ship for an entire year to get that 30%. So what we figured out was a way to give you loyalty rewards on your subscriptions if you've been on subscription for 90 days or more. And every time you're spending between $100 and $300, you're going to get, if you spend $100, you get a $10 loyalty reward gift balance, right? Or loyalty reward dollars. If you spend $200, you get $20 a month on repeat. If you spend $300 a month on subscription, after 90 days, you're going to get $30 a month on repeat. Now, this one doesn't create BV. This is just for product credits. Okay. So as you're building up your balance, you'll be able to just get free product, which is super, super fun. And I may be wrong. I'm not sure on this, but I do think that you'll be able to send this to people, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So it could be not, but I think you might be able to send that to people as well, but it has to be used for product. So after 90 days, you've been on subscription, that starts to kick in. And so that's another exciting kind of program. Now, if you're asking, are we going to get less in loyalty rewards than we have now? No, it actually, you get more because your products that are on subscription, you're already getting the savings immediately. Plus you're getting the extra money every month on top of that. So it's kind of cool because you're in a way double dipping the savings and the earnings. So it's a very powerful program for sure. And the reason we did that, you guys, just real quick, is because you could start and stop your subscription every month. I mean, if you're really like that serious about getting like a $3 savings, for sure you could do that. But if you stay on for 3 months or more, now your loyalty rewards kick in. So it incentivizes your prospects, your customers, and your affiliates on your team to stick with it and stick with a subscription. That's where you're going to be able to cash in on the most money there. So those are the 3 things that we kind of added that's going into 2.0, and it's going to make things just so simple. Like I only got to see a few slides and already I can just repeat it. Like you guys will be able to repeat it, and everything that's simple duplicates, and confusion doesn't duplicate. So that's our goal going into 2.0. Okay, so next up we had Rob Sperry speaking. He was our keynote. He did a phenomenal job. I know the audience, over multiple speakers, were sometimes laughing and sometimes crying. I mean, it was just an emotional event if you were there. If you weren't there, get to the next event for sure. You don't want to miss it. One thing that stood out to me in Rob Sperry's training was he talked about deciding. And I never even knew this. The word decide, side, like herbicide, pesticide, means kill off, right? So decide means to kill off all other options. You got to burn the boats. Like if you're going in this direction, you've decided I'm going to be a 250K affiliate, you've decided. So what does that mean? I'm not going to be a 100K affiliate anymore. I'm not going to be a 1K affiliate anymore. I'm not going to be an executive anymore because I'm going to be a 250K affiliate. So decide means to kill off all other options. That's it. Commit. Don't keep the door open. Well, just in case I'm going to be in this company until my check over here gets higher. Like, no, like you just go all in, like just decide. So I think that was the most powerful thing I got out of his whole speech. And it was just phenomenal. One thing I wanted to say too with our event, it was a different vibe, you guys. If you've been to events in the past, I felt like it was a different vibe. There was a different energy in the air. Everybody was on the same page. Everybody was getting along. It felt like a family reunion. It was more of an intimate setting. Our VIP dinner was great. We got to spend a lot of time with our top leaders that qualified to be there. And also some of our inner circle was there as well. So super amazing just to be able to connect belly to belly. You know, I know that we've gotten so used to the Zoom calls, but these events are so important for just keeping that connection alive. I know, you know, with everything going on, not only in the world, but even in your own personal life, these events recharge you, right? So that you can go on and take that positive, enlightening energy out to the rest of the world. If you don't come to the events, you don't get filled up. Like you don't get your cup restored, right? You don't get that just from getting the cliff notes on this Zoom call. I mean, I'm trying my best to kind of show you guys, but really, you do not want to miss another event. So I can't stress that enough. Speaking of which, Candace, Chris, Latasha, Antonina, Aaron Parker are all putting on an event April 30th in North Carolina. So if you want to get to the next event, it's April 30th. Do not miss it. Josh and I will not be on this event. We will be on other ones, and that's because it's our baby's birthday. So we're going to have to do that. But we do want to support all of these events. We want to make sure you guys are getting there. It's kind of like a mini roadshow that's getting started, and it might not even be many. I think they're going to pack the house, you guys. Speaking of future events coming, we are working on that as well, so that we can lead up into convention with tons of people in the room. So speaking of convention, I know we were going to share this slide, but we wanted to make sure we had our booking link working. It wasn't yet, so we didn't announce it. I'm going to just let you guys know now that convention is going to be at Orlando, Florida, and it's going to be November 2nd to 5th. So as soon as we get our booking link there, we will share that with you guys. Aaron, thank you for sharing that. SuperSaturdayMDC.com. That's the link to register for the 4:30 event in North Carolina. So make sure you get on that. But yeah, convention's going to be in Orlando, Florida. I know the weather is going to be amazing at that time. It's going to be about $130 to book your room through our group rates, which is much better than paying MGM or Las Vegas strip prices. So I think we're going to get a lot more people there, and it's going to be just a phenomenal event. And the dates again, one more time, November 2nd to 5th, Orlando. And I'm not going to tell you what the venue is exactly right now, and that's because we're waiting for our booking link, and we don't want you guys to be sneaky and go book without us, because we have to pay for rooms and we need you guys to go through our link. And I'm just keeping it real. That's the real thing. So we're going to make sure you guys get our link so we can get that and get credit for you guys coming. Okay. All right. Next up, 2.0. We have a date. Joshua likes to say it's tentative because he's like, maybe it won't work. Maybe it will work. I think it's going to work. I'm nervous, but I'm not nervous. Okay. So our tentative 2.0 date here is going to be April 8th. So that is the date. And the reason why is we want to get all the commissions and everything paid out to you guys ahead of time before we go into this transition. So what that means is April 7th, sometime in the evening on our side of the world, MDC is going to be down. Okay. It's going to be moments of darkness for about 6 to 7 hours. So if you're logging in, you're not going to be able to log in. You go to MDC and it says something cool is coming. There's going to be little fireworks, whatever, displayed on our website. You will not be able to order, do anything. You won't be able to check your back office. You won't be nothing. All of it is going to be in maintenance mode, April 7th in the evening on America side. International, it's going to be right in the middle of your workday. Sorry about that, but that's when it's going to all go down. And then April 8th, we're going to all wake up and we're going to have a brand new company. So it's going to be very, very exciting. So just let you guys know that's what's kind of coming down the pipes. And that is the date. Like I said, we also have a webinar April 8th at 10 a.m. Make sure you get to that webinar. That's going to be our monthly corporate webinar update. But we're also going to be trying to teach you guys, hey, this is what's going on. So you guys are totally ready. So now that brings me to my next thing. Now is the time. Okay, now's the time. We have a free account option right now. You guys know that. And so if you're not making your list right now, if you're not pre-positioning your leaders right now, it could be a free account set. It doesn't have to, they don't have to buy necessarily right now. But if you're not getting everybody locked in to their positions, even on the free account level right now, you're going to miss this big boom. Okay, because let me just tell you guys, the 50, 60,000 people from Chris Robinson's organization from before MDC won't stop messaging us now. Okay, our phones have gone just berserk, like blown up. Not just that, all of Josh's team from all those people from his previous company are now pre-positioning. Okay, and so if our current MDC affiliates aren't taking this seriously, y'all are going to be left out. Okay, because all these leaders from that previous company that know how to sell this product, that have already been educated, they've already built this business, they already went to 100 million in sales before, they got that experience under their belt. If you guys aren't paying attention, guess what's going to happen? They're going to blow right past you, and nobody's going to slow down and wait and explain it to you and do a special Zoom call for you. Nobody's going to hold your hand along the way. So I'm trying to tell you guys right now that if you aren't pre-positioning your leaders right now, you're going to miss the next wave. And you thought HempWorks was big, you guys, that was a warm up, because CBD can't go international. Okay, so we only got this far. We did 100 million in the US. We only got this big. But just imagine a product that can go into Italy, that can go into Latin America, that can go into the EU, that can go into Australia, that can go into Canada, that can go all over the place. That's what's happening next. So I want to just warn you guys, if you're sitting on the fence right now, I don't know if Josh and Jen are going to pull through. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see. That's not the time to play games. Right now, it's time to get serious. And we only have just a few days left before we launch this 2.0. And then we're going to launch this fuel additive FFX shortly after that. And then you guys know what happens after that is our 420 sale. So all hands on deck. If you have a vacation plan, cancel it, okay? Because this is the moment that you've been waiting for. This is the time that we have to be engaged. We got to be together. We have to also set the expectation. You guys know that if you've ever been in a company that's migrated software before, maybe Robert's been through this, I don't know. I think You know, it's not always perfect. Okay. So just allow for 2 weeks for some weirdness. Okay. If you see something strange in the back office, report it. There'll be a way that you can report it on the website so we can hurry up and get in there, clean it up and move on. Okay. So just letting you guys know, the next few weeks are going to be absolutely nuts for everybody, all hands on deck. And I just need to know that our field is engaged, ready to roll, that our troops are ready to go to war, because this is exactly what's happening next. I'm so fired up. If you can't tell, I can't make this up. I'm so excited for what's about to happen, because if you couldn't talk to people about sprays, if that was hard, if you couldn't talk to people about CBD because they thought it was cannabis, like if they thought it was marijuana, if you thought that was hard, I understand. If you thought talking about weight loss and body melt was hard, I understand. Talking about gas is easy. Okay. Anybody can do that. And if you haven't made business cards, I'm going old school. I know we're doing a new tech. If you haven't made business cards yet, and you haven't secured your domain names yet, savemoneyongas.com. If you haven't started thinking about how you're going to get your business just booming right out the gates, start thinking about that now. Why do I say business cards? Well, for one, they conveniently fit in the gas station credit card holder thing. So I'm going to every gas station with my business card. I'm sticking those things in the credit card thing. So they have to pull it out before they put their card in. What's it going to say? These gas prices suck, right? Guess what? I have a solution for you. SaveMoneyOnGas.com. I don't know whose website that is, so don't actually go there. I'm just saying, go to AmyHicks.com, SoniaLine.com if you want a discount on your gas bill, right? So let's start thinking ahead, because this is something that everybody can do, right? All right, guys. So that is my updates for you guys today. If you guys have any questions, hit me up in the chats, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Tag Josh if you have any fuel related questions. Tag Chris Robinson if you got fuel related questions. And stay tuned for the Zoom link that's coming so that you guys can get educated and prepared for what's about to go down next. All right, guys, thank you so much for hopping on, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for our leadership call. All right, guys, see ya.